Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important example related to reactive form in Angular, where we will be discussing about the patch value. If you remember, in our previous session, we talked about the set value, and this session is in the continuation of the same, where we will be talking about the patch value. But before we proceed further, I just want to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released session first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow it sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to use patch value. But prior to that, you should know what is set value, how to use it. Okay, and for the detailed content, you can also refer the Sharmit digital course book, which is freely available in the description box. There you will find more than 3,400 plus free resources, which is available in both Hindi as well as English language. So without any language barrier, you can consume the content, and if you have any questions on it, you can also reach out to me through comment section. Okay, so now we will start the session, and by the end of the session we will be able to understand all the questions related to patch value, like how to declare it, how to use it, what are the advantages, and also the difference between the set value and patch value. So here you can see currently I'm in app.component.html file, where I've noted down few headings along with two horizontal rows. So my first heading says Angular course by Sharmit. Okay, then we have second heading that says a reactive form in Angular, patch value with form record, which is nothing but what today's topic name. Now after that we have two horizontal rows, and in between two horizontal rows we will define the form. These horizontal rows are not mandatory, but still we will keep it just to show it properly on the browser screen. Now let's go to app.component.ts file. Here you can see we have a main heading that shows like you can see we are in app.component.ts file. Now here we will define the prerequisites. So my first prerequisite is reactive forms module. Okay, then you can put a comma over here. Then we will mention here the next thing, that is ng4. Yes, we need ng4, and after that we need key value pipe that we can specify. Okay, so these things are ready. Now you can simply expand this app component class, and here we will define all the required things like record, right, form record, and method to update the values, right. So what I will do, firstly I will define one form record. So for that you can mention here phones equal new form record, new form record, then Angular bracket, then we will write here form control, Angular bracket again, inside this we will write here string, then pipe null, and then we will write here opening closing parenthesis, inside this opening closing curly braces and semicolon. Okay, so we have created this phones record form record, and inside this forms form record we will mention all the required thing like home address, office address. Address means mobile number, not address, mobile number, phone number. Okay, because this is a forms record, phones record. So let's expand it, and firstly I will write here home, where I will mention form control, and in this I will put the value, let's say 111, 222, 333. Okay, then for the second, that is for office, I will write a new form control, and here I will mention next thing, that is let's say 444, 555, 666. So this is just a sample data. Okay, I just kept the sample data. You can change if you want, but overall we have this thing in our phones form record. We have two things. One is for home that holds 1 111 222 333. Then we have office that shows 444 555 666. Now after that, what we will do, we will simply expand this class further and we will define here the method. But prior to that, let me clear the difference between set value and patch value. So suppose we have this kind of form record. Now if you want to update all the values, then you are good to go with the set value, because it is mandatory for set value to update all the values inside a form record controls. Okay, so there it is mandatory. But let's say if you want to just update only one particular value, not entire form record, let me say in an easy way. So suppose for now we have only two things, but there might be more than two controls, right? So if you want to update all the controls, then you will go for set control. But if you want only one or a few of controls, then you will go with a patch value. Okay, so that is the main primary difference between both of them. Now let me show you how it will work. So firstly, I'll write one method here for update home, and parenthesis, curly braces, then we will write here this dot phones dot patch value, and then opening closing parenthesis, opening closing curly braces, expanded, and then we will write here home colon and then values, let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So I want to patch this value. Okay, and then you can put a semicolon over here. Fine, so this thing is ready. Now what it will do, it will simply update the value but only the home, and it is allowed here. But if you try to implement the same thing with set value, it won't allow you. Why? Because there it is mandatory to provide all the values together, not only one value. Okay, so I think this part is ready. Now we are good to go to HTML file, and here we will define the required thing. So firstly I'll define button update home. Here I will click it with bind with home update home method. Then we will define here one div, and in this div I will write *ng for let item of phones dot controls, and then key value, because we want to get the key value here. So key value, and then you can write here two values. One is for item dot key, then a colon, double curly braces, item dot value. Perfect. So this thing is ready. Now to verify this thing, verify the output, we will write here ng serve -- open, enter. Just wait for a few seconds, and then it will show you the output in the browser screen. So you can see we have the output that shows Angular course by Sharmit as a main heading, a reactive form in an Angular, patch value with form record. One horizontal row is there, one update home button is there, one home phone number is there, office phone number is there, and another horizontal row. But if you want to update it, you can just simply click on this update home. Once you click here, you will see it has updated to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so this is the overall procedure to update the phone number, okay, using patch value. Now there's one small assignment for all of you. What you can do, you can try to do the same thing with set value. There you will find issues. Why? Because it won't allow you to update a particular value. Okay, it needs to update entire form record at a time. Okay, not a single value. So this is the overall difference between the set value and patch value. I hope this thing is clear to all of you. Now you can do the practice, and if there is any issues, you can simply reach out to me through my comment section. So yeah, that's all for today. See you in the next session with new topic. So thank you for watching Sharmit.